We are live recording today. We're not recording, actually. We're doing a live stream. So, welcome to GiantMonsterGames. My name is Adrian, and we are going to be playing some decks, specifically budget decks, today on this live stream. If you're watching this after, November 29th, then you are obviously watching this pre-recorded and then uploaded to the channel. So, it's not live anymore, but you can clearly follow along. There's things over, on this side, over here, where there'll be chats going on over here where you can see, and other interesting things that are going on. So the decks we'll be playing today will be voted on by you, like normal. This is kind of the way the game goes here, and then we'll be doing some interesting and fun stuff. I'm launching MTGO right now. It actually has updates, so good thing we have time. Force of Skill, you are super fast. I guess you also knew. You knew. I talked to you earlier today. You knew there'd be a video today. By video, I mean live stream. Also, 1261JAHO, welcome also to the live stream. Looks like we're having lag problems, even though I thought I fixed this. We will find out soon enough. Low video output. Lagging hard indeed, I see that. My stream is showing me some serious lag. Let me see if I can see what the settings are. I think I actually know exactly what the problem with the settings are. Hold on 1 second here. We will fix it in 1 second, seeing as how this seems to be the constant thing. And it looks like... And start the stream once again. There we go. We should have a much better time this time around. So we shouldn't have as much lag. Theoretically, there shouldn't be much lag because I think I fixed the settings here. Let me know if it is going to be lagging again. If it is lagging really hard again, hopefully it's not going to be that bad. Anyways, what do we got? Who do we have in the chat and live stream today? Let me just pop this chat window out, and then we can actually take a look. Who is in the live stream? Okay, we have Red Green Burn. Welcome back, Red Green Burn. I'm a Paratrippin. Welcome. Who else do we got? Mason Woodman. Welcome as well. Matt. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Matt. I'm just gonna say Matt. Oh, and you even said, don't worry about pronouncing my last name. Well predicted there. Well predicted indeed. Okay, let me know, is there any... Hey, Magic Man, is there any other... How's the stream, by the way? Is it okay? That's my next major question. Is it okay? The Artisan Acid, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Or do we have a bunch of lag issues again? Do we have lag issues? Please tell me we don't have lag issues. Ride with me. So what we're saying is one of my coworkers is watching. I'm assuming from work, because you commented all my stuff. I know who you are. You're not fooling anyone. Turn 1 scared cat. It is too laggy. Is it still lagging really hard? Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Mostly because I did a bunch of tests this week and it was working perfectly fine like 3 days ago. Really choppy. Let's see if I can, let's see. Why is it always like this? So I fixed my rotor, so it shouldn't be so freaking laggy. And I changed this setting. I don't know. Do you guys want to carry on with the stream today, or do you guys want to do the stream later on down the road? It looks like I have to actually get a new rotor. It looks like what the actual problem is here. Even though I thought I fixed the problem I had with the rotor that I currently have, but apparently it is not. Is it still bad? Question mark. I'm trying, guys. Okay, let's see if this is any better. Let me know. Let me know if this is any better. As I said before, I did some tests. I thought I had it working, but it may not be fixed. May not be fixed. If this is better, let me know, and then we will begin playing some games. So yeah. What are we doing in the meantime? We're talking about. We're gonna be talking about some. A lot better now. Sweet, excellent. Let's hopefully it'll stay this way the entire stream, and it'll be like amazing, and life will be grand. So we were talking about just a second ago. By we were talking about just a second ago, I mean I'm just bringing it up now. Is what deck do we actually want to play tonight? I know if Arno shows up, we are going to play whatever he wants because again we still have a super chat from him from a while ago that we still need to fulfill. So when he shows up, we'll play whatever he wants. In the meantime, we are up for whatever. And thanks, Magic Man, for the tattoo. For commenting about the tattoo, I should say. Burning Hand. People want to see Burning Hand. Let me just hold on. Just bring up this straw poll. I will make a list and then we will vote like normal. This is the way we normally do it because it's the easiest and it allows everyone to be involved. Dredge. Ooh, Dredge is one that I haven't played in a while. What deck? So we have Burning Hand. Humans. The budget version of Marty Reanimator. I don't have the budget version of Marty Reanimator on the channel. Mind you, budget Reanimator isn't super duper expensive either. It's kind of in the middle here. And let's go Dredge. Dredge. And we did Storm last time, so we're going to hold up on Storm. Okay. Okay, there we go. Create poll. Share this with you guys. You guys can now vote on what you guys would like to play. And then we will see what everyone comes up with when it comes time for voting. Yes, this is how we do this. This is the name of the game. Dredge is winning. Is it by winning by how much? View results. It's winning by 3 votes. Burning Hand is winning. Burning Hand is winning by hands down. Looks like the stream is not as healthy as it could be, but it's not terrible. There's a link, Mason. I just sent a link to the chat. You can actually vote there. If you look, I'll post it again. Anyone that wants to vote, it's in the chat. So wherever, GiantMonsterGames, that's me. I'm GiantMonsterGames in the chat. Use the link, and then I will see what we have going on. How many people have we got in the thing today? How many people are watching the live stream currently? Let me take a look, because I have that information. 22. Wow, 22 people already. Okay, view results. Looks like we have a definitive winner already. So let's flip over to full screen. You can see what we have. It looks like I have to log in still, so we're actually gonna go back this way, and then I'm gonna log in, and then we will go and start playing some games real quick here. 23 people. That's pretty good. I mean, for like 8 minutes in, that's a lot of people just jumping right away into the actual live stream. Okay, so first question first. Force of Skill, if you are listening, which I'm assuming you are, do you want to play against me? I know you were talking about earlier today that you wanted to play. For the record, people that are Patreon supporters, if you are a Patreon supporter, stuff like playing against on live streams and stuff like that is something that we will totally do if you guys are interested. By the way, what do we got here? Okay. Loading Magic the Gathering. Doing some stuff here. 1 second, I have to click a bunch of buttons to do a bunch of things. Okay. It is a bit choppy. And it looks like we have a new subscriber. I didn't see who it was, but I can check. I have the technology to check. New subscriber was Tom V. If you are in the live chat, or if you're in the live stream, welcome Tom V to the GiantMonsterGames collective army. What are we, guys? Having stream issues again. Oh. I want to close this. Accidentally opened a program. Yeah, I mean, oh, Dredge looks like it might be winning now, actually. The odds are turning. Let me flip over here. You guys can actually see what we got going on. And apparently it shows that my Autodesk is trying to load over here, which it shouldn't be doing. It should be trying to close. It was choppy for 2 seconds, then it stopped. Okay. Maybe because I accidentally launched I launched Maya, which is something I wasn't intending on doing. So, yes. Okay, let's make this fit to the window. There we go. And I can expand this a little bit. Okay. Well, let's look at the straw poll again. And the straw poll refresh results. Looks like Dredge has won 8-5. We are going to play Dredge right now. So Dredge is... Where are you, Dredge? Budget. Dredge. Modern Dredge. There we are. And question. Anyone want to challenge? This can be closed. Close window. Closing Maya. I don't want Maya open. 1 second. We're going to go back to full screen and I'm going to close out these windows. Things that are going to be taking up a lot of RAM on my computer, which I do not need open right now. That's what happens when you accidentally click stuff. Close. So yeah. So we're going to play Dredge. Again, as I was saying before in the chat, anyone that wants to play against me, now's the time to talk about it. Otherwise, we're just going to go for tournament practice. Because we are playing Dredge, we can probably get away with tournament practice. I'm going to assume the answer is no. Let's just go for it. Let's go for just a good old vanilla challenge thing over here. You'll take the ring to Mordor. Yes, that's a good one. I like that. I'm gonna use that from now on. It's gonna be who wants to take the ring to Mordor and challenge Adrian to games of Magic the Gathering. Okay. Trying to adjust windows while things are going on is not the easiest thing. Okay, come on. Come on, let me adjust this window so you guys can actually see the full screen here. I should have adjusted these windows before I started, but because Magic the Gathering was updating, I didn't have time. Okay, here we go, guys. We are going to play first because we won. How many people in the chat right now have seen what Dredge actually does? Like, how many people are aware of what Dredge does? Let me actually hear that out right now, because if you guys don't, I will do a quite thorough walkthrough of what it's supposed to be doing. By the way, we're going to keep this opening hand. It's actually a pretty good opening hand. So, yes. For the record, so Dredge, for those that don't know, Dredge relies on a mechanic called Dredge, where we basically are going to be putting stuff into our graveyard and then getting stuff out of our graveyard to get extra value. Unfortunately, we have a bunch of stuff we are just throwing away and not doing anything at this exact time. The main idea is, well, eventually we'll see it. There's cards that have Dredge, and Dredge is a mechanic where instead of drawing a card, you may put X, whatever the Dredge is. So if it's Dredge 5, we're playing against the Goblins, playing against the good Goblin deck. You can put whatever number. So, for example, if it was Dredge 5, you would then put 5 cards from top of your library into your graveyard, and then you would return that card from your graveyard to your hand. So, what ends up happening is you dump a bunch of stuff into your graveyard really quickly and then get creatures back. So, we're going to be aiming to get stuff like Prized Amalgam, which comes back if a creature leaves our graveyard, comes into the battlefield, we get him back into play. Stuff like Narcomoeba, we're hoping to dredge into our graveyard, because if Narcomoeba is put into the graveyard from your library, you may put it into the battlefield. So, this is what we're basically aiming to do with Dredge. The one problem with this Dredge deck is, because we're running, it's black-red, rather than being it's black-red rather than being red-green, which is the better version of Dredge, and we're just not getting any Dredgers, which is really, really difficult. Well, I guess we go like this and then ship it to our opponent. So, yeah. So that's what we're aiming to do. We got totally, I mean, that was a worst, like, there's tons of Dredgers in the deck. We should have at least picked up some kind of Dredge creature, but we didn't. No luck today. Yeah. Our opponent is going to play Goblin Piledriver, which is, it's a card. It's a card we're going to have to play around. Yes. And here we go, back to our turn. There we go, there's a Dredge creature for you. So, again, Stinkweed Imp is good. We need to... So, our real option here, we could play Stinkweed Imp, use it to block one of his guys. That is an option, actually. That would prevent some damage. I think that's what we're going to do. I mean, the Goblin's deck wants to swing in. And the thing about Stinkweed Imp as well is it has Death Touch. Essentially has Death Touch. It's whenever it deals damage, combat damage to a creature, destroy that creature. Technically not Death Touch, so if there was a card that says remove Death Touch from all creatures, he still has his ability. So it's not actually Death Touch, it just does the same thing as Death Touch. So yeah, we can use this. Hopefully he'll swing in with the Goblin Piledriver and this guy, and then we will block the Goblin Piledriver. Mind you, if he attacks with 3 or more creatures, they get first strike. So, okay, Mog Fanatic. That's okay. And then we're going to dredge Stinkweed Imp for the record. Is the game plan. And Reckless Bushwhacker. Well, I mean, well, at least we'll get to block the Goblin Pile Driver and not take as much damage. As much damage? It's not the best. Not the best strategy right now. Hi, shout me out. Lucky 21M. Unlucky 21M. There's your shout out. Congratulations. You have won the prize of being shouted out. Always yield. I can put this actually up here. I use the deck on the channel to teach new players. Use this deck? Oh, use the decks. Sorry, I thought you said you teach them dredge. I'm like, that is a complex deck. So I mean, yeah, thank you. I mean, I'm glad you're using the decks on the channel to help new players learn how to play the game, because there's a few, quite a few like really good, easy for new players to understand decks. And we go like this, and they don't have trample. Oh, he does have trample. They have trample from. Yeah, I don't think I survived this. What is it? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I do survive it. I don't succeed in keeping my Stinkweed Imp, though, which we are going to dredge. We're going to try. And we didn't dump anything. We dumped a whole bunch of lands. I don't think we can win this, guys. I don't think we can win this. We're going to try and Faithless Looting, even though I don't know how we're going to win this. I don't think we can, actually. Stream died. Stream died, you say. Can you guys still hear at least, or is the stream mostly dead? Why did the stream die? Everything was going so nicely as well. The stream was like nice and healthy. I don't know. I don't know. So it's fine for you, some of you guys. Some of you are not so much. I can't adjust any of the latency settings because they're currently streaming, which shouldn't be a huge problem. Let me know, is it still... Alright, I'm gonna keep playing. Hopefully the stream goes back. The stream cuts. That sucks. It does suck. I mean, that means you guys get like a lot of delay. Choose. Do we dredge more? I guess we try and dredge more. I don't think it's going to do anything. And click 2 cards to discard. That sucked a whole bunch for us. And we're going to concede and go to game 2. Conceding. Okay. Well, we didn't win the first game against goblins, but we should theoretically be able to win against goblins. Dredge is very aggressive. Unfortunately, because we are like a budget dredge deck, we're not as fast as we could be. Nature's Claim is not going to help out at all. Axe doesn't. Does Axe help? Lightning Axe? I think Lightning Axe actually helps out against goblins. Ancient Grudge, Destroy Artifacts, nah. Not a Lebone. Not a Lebone could be a good one, helping against other aggro matchups. Rally the Peasants does not need to be, can be in the sideboard, or take out a couple of them. And I think we also take out probably, I think I take out both Rally the Peasants and an Extractor Demon. Yeah, I think that's the way we're gonna run her back, just like that. Have some vodka. It's actually water, but we'll pretend it's vodka for today. Like every stream, 1 cupful of vodka. of streaming vodka. Okay, so we are playing first again. And, oh wait, I didn't put in any forests, so Knot of the Bone doesn't do shit for us right now. That's fun. Remember that time I have no forest in the main deck? I feel really stupid right now. We can keep this. I think this is actually pretty good. Maybe not as good as it could have been. Mostly because we should have actually had a Dredger in our opening hand. And because this is a dead card as well, and this is a dead card. Well, let's go like this. And we're going to pitch Prized Amalgam, I guess. I mean, what else are we going to do? Cancel. Do we do this? Yeah, might as well. Yeah, we'll do it now. Just whatever. Not the best practice. We should technically do this on our opponent's end step. So we discard a card, and then we get a draw card. Hellspark Elemental. That'll be nice. We can at least swing in with that. And then when it dies, we can swing in with it and bring back prized amalgam, so that's okay. That is okay. Okay. Dwyan? No, is it Dylan? Sorry, not Dwyan. Dylan? Yeah, we can play after this if you want. I mean, if no one else does want to play, we can definitely play against whatever budget deck you currently have. What budget deck do you have, Dylan? That is my next question before we get too far into the commitment of, of playing it. And I think we go Hellspark Elemental here. Theoretically, we could have done Cathartic Reunion, but we don't have anything we really want to pitch. And Faithless Looting might have actually been better as well. Probably should have got the engine up and going rather than swinging in with this guy, but this guy at least help us trigger our prize amalgam. It is Infect. Oh. Infect is one of those decks. It's like Boggles. It's a really good, it's a really competitive deck, but it's so not interactive. I'm just like, I'm not a fan of playing Infect, and I know a lot of people have asked me to put an Infect deck on the channel, and I'm like, I don't really want to do Infect. It's not very interactive. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I can't make a good Infect deck. Why, Matt, can't you make a good Infect deck? Nice. Mountain. So I think what we're going to do here is we are going to Faithless Looting. Our opponent didn't have another second drop. And throw down Prized Amalgam, and might as well toss the Extractor Demon as well. We're likely not going to play the Extractor Demon. And then we're going to play Hellspark Elemental out of our graveyard, swing in with it, and then we're also going to bring back most of our Prized Amalgams, which is awesomely fun, because Dredge does cool stuff like bring things out of the graveyard. And then we go to combat. You don't have good cards for... Oh, don't have money for good cards, mostly. Well, I mean, a lot of the decks I have on the channel are actually pretty good if you're on a budget, so... I mean, I'm assuming that's why you know of my channel, is because you're like, how do I play Magic without having to spend thousands of dollars? Could this deck use Vengevine and Gravecaller to stay budget? Vengevine... The problem with Vengevine and Dredge is Vengevine triggers when you play your second creature in a turn, which is really hard to trigger in a Dredge deck where you're aiming to get value of creatures coming out of your graveyard through other means. So the short answer is yes, or the short answer is no, but the long answer is you can probably make it work, but you're going to have to like really shift things around. So yes and no is the answer I'm looking for. Yeah, you can go, and then you can go. Always yield. I can always yield to the Prized Amalgam triggers as well. And Vengevine's not... Oh, well, I mean, actually, Vengevine used to be budget, but now that, like, MTG Goldfish has made a quite solid deck out of it, it actually, I think, went up in price. I think it's like $2 or $3 now, so... Yeah, still budget-ish, but not super budget, that's for sure. Matt, you love the Hydra deck. The Hydra deck is, like... A lot of people like the Hydra deck. I like the Hydra deck. It is a pretty awesome deck. Okay, so we have... Ooh, he's going to bolt one of our guys. I don't know why you would bolt one of the Prized Amalgams. Seems silly to bolt one of the Prized Amalgams. Mostly because it's going to come back real quick. Oh, I guess if he bolts to get Reckless Bushwhacker into play. I mean, that makes sense. So we can get a Surge. Surge for Reckless Bushwhacker. Mind you, I don't know why he wouldn't bolt my face instead. Who knows? You think Vengevine used to be with... Oh. So Vengevine used to be in Dredge before the Cathartic Reunion? Really? Oh, yeah, I can see that. Your favorite deck is the Turbo Fog Mill. It can be a fun deck, but it can also be a very frustrating deck. Okay, so our opponent swings in for 5 damage. We go to our turn. We get an Evolving Wilds. Absolutely not what we want. If we had black mana, we could play... I'm really tempted to Faithless Looting. I think we're gonna Faithless Looting right now. Not the best card. I don't really want to play Evolving Wilds. I know we should, but I don't really want to play Evolving Wilds. Sweet Stinkweed Imp can go to the graveyard. And Nautilbone is also a dead card, theoretically, so I can throw it in the graveyard as well. And you just checked on TCG Player, and Vengevine is $16. Jeez. That's frustrating. Very frustrating. And at this point, I think we go to combat, swing for 3. I think that's the way we're going to go. And then I think we'll crack Evolving Wilds on our opponent's step. Yeah, no, it's nowhere near budget range anymore. I thought it used to be relatively budget, but I guess not. It's definitely not anymore, that's for sure. I'll give you guys that. Vengevine is not budget. Okay. Jacob, he did. Okay, Mill is my favorite way to win. Mill is fun, I'm not going to lie. Mill is very fun. And Paradox Elves is built around Banefire. Who was asking about Paradox Elves? I didn't see the comment on that. But yes, Paradox Elves is completely built around Banefire. That is literally the win condition of the deck. Primary win condition, I should say. You know what we're going to do? We're going to crack Evolving Wilds in response to our opponent swinging in. And we're going to see, do I have a forest? Do I have a forest in the main board? I don't. I feel like I should. I feel like in this dredge deck, I should just have a single forest in the main deck, just as a backup. In the meantime, we'll grab a black. And go to our turn. Paradox Elves is a very fun deck. I'm looking forward to doing the quick synopsis of it for the Advent Calendar, because it's one of those decks that you hear Paradox Elves, you're like, oh, Paradox Elves, what is this about? And you're like, oh, it has Paradox Engine and stuff, but it doesn't explain what the deck does, because there's some decks that just explain. It's like Goblins. Okay, so it's a Goblins deck. And does our opponent have us? Do our opponent have another Lightning Bolt or another Goblin Grenade? Well, that's how you lose really quickly against Goblins, is when your opponent has a double Goblin Grenade. Yeah, double Goblin Grenade and a Lightning Bolt. That's a really quick way of dying. Fun fact. Fun fact for all you guys. Okay, let's go back to the full screen and we'll figure out another deck to play, seeing as how I just got my butt whooped by Goblins in a serious way. So, what would you guys like to play? Has Arno showed up yet? I haven't seen him in the chat. Because again, as I said before, he did a super chat last time, so we are going to actually do whatever he wants for decks. No basics, classic rookie mistake is accurate. I mean, okay, let's be fair though. The Dredge deck I think was the 3rd deck I ever put up on the channel, maybe 4th. So there's a lot of things that need to be seriously fixed with that deck. It's not a terrible deck, but it definitely has fixes. It's from nowadays where I'm like, that can be a lot better. Can we play Paradox Elves? Let's put some voting up. We'll put some voting. We'll stumble over my words until I decide what I'm actually gonna say. Okay, let's go straw poll. So people want to see Paradox Elves. Docs. What are we playing? Paradox Elves. Tron. Magic Man, what do you want to see? Still in a call. No sound right now. Oh, that's weird. People want to see the mill deck as well. Okay, 3 is all we really need. Creating the poll, and you guys can now vote. Here you guys go. Vote. And I will also vote. And what am I looking for? Force of skill is good with anything, but you can still vote. Show me what you want to see. Obsidat? Do I have an Obsidat deck? I don't have an Obsidat deck. Ooh, we got a bunch of votes going on here. There's many votes. I'm actually going to flip it over so you guys can see as we refresh and see what things are going on here. So currently it's tied for Paradox Elves and Tron. We need more voting. We need to do the what is it, tennis rules. You got to win by 2 points. So we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep refreshing this until it actually finally figures out what it's gonna be doing. Also, let me know if the music... Is there music? Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm adjusting stuff accidentally. Let me know if the music is too loud as well. I can turn the music down, or I can actually theoretically change the music if you guys want to hear different music. Seeing how the music that is being played right now is literally the music that I play in every single video. Refresh the results. Oh, 444. 4s across the board. Everyone loves all these decks. I still have my old standard Vampires Black deck from Zendikar. I mean, Zendikar Vampires, even the new Zendikar, we're always pretty good. The new Zendikar, so the Zendikar that just rotated out was definitely like a play Freebird. So, sorry, when I say I'm going to play music, it's play music that I have license to use, not just anything. Otherwise, I would put up the voting thing. The big thing is because this video gets uploaded to the channel so people can watch it tomorrow or next day or in a year from now, I use music that is that I have the royalties to play, that I have the rights to play. Otherwise, I would just put up whatever one. Yeah. You wanted to vote for Mill, but you voted for Tron. Tron is a fan favorite. A lot of people really like Tron as well because it's theoretically a really strong deck, the Tron deck that I have on the channel, and it has a really clear upgrade path, so I think a lot of people really like it. Okay. So I'm going to keep refreshing this, and as soon as one of these two break, we're going to go with it. As soon as one is in the lead, we're going to go with it. Okay, we're going to go with Turbo Fog Mill, guys. That's the one that is currently gotten to the lead. Play some Nickelback. Thank you, but I think I will pass for the time being. So we are playing Turbo Fog Mill. Oh boy, Turbo Fog Mill. I think we want to see it just because Turbo Fog Mill was the deck of the day for the Advent Calendar. So how many people are watching the Advent Calendar and like have watched all of them so far? Because so far they've been relatively uninteresting decks, sort of. Where's the budget? Oh, there it is. Turbo Fog Mill. And no, I'm sorry. Who actually wants to play against me? Does anyone want to play Force of Skill? Are you interested in playing, or does someone else want to challenge me? Otherwise, again, we'll just do another random matchup in the tournament practice area. Let me know. Zombie Hunt is a fun, dumb deck. It is. Zombie Hunt is a fun deck. It is a funny deck. I don't have it on the channel, but it is pretty fun. Wife needs the computer, so Force of Skill's not playing. We're going to just play against a rando. This is the plan. Rando it is. Go. Lift. What? Yeah. My computer likes to just have that, like, split second of lag, and then I can't move the screen over enough. And good enough. Good enough. You guys can see what's going on here. Nicholas, you can challenge me after this game, and we won, so we're going to play first. My wife refuses to play with me, so I choose it. What do we think of this opening hand? We have some mill, we have some draw, we have some fog. We have a lot of fog. Triple fog. Mind you, we have a bunch of stuff. We're going to keep this. This is keepable. Death and taxes. It's super funny. Hey, Cody Otter is in the house. Everyone say hi to Cody Otter. In the type, welcome, Mr. Otter. I want everyone to type, welcome, Mr. Otter, for Cody to see. Please do this, everyone. Okay, we're going to Tranquil Cove because we don't have any reason not to play Tranquil Cove. Tranquil Cove is one of those cards that just drives me crazy because it comes to play, because it enters the battlefield tapped. So you're like, One day, when we upgrade this deck, we'll get rid of the... Oh, are we playing against the rogue deck? Like rogues, like actual like creature type rogues, not rogue as in like a rogue deck. There you go, everyone. There you go, everyone's welcoming you, Cody. Yes, I feel very proud about this one. This makes me very happy. Mr. Otter, welcome, Mr. Otter. And I think we're just gonna go down on the Howling Mine plan straight away and then ship it over to our opponent's turn. I expected you to say no. I don't know if I can handle the pressure. Oh, well, I mean, I've done it in the past. The big thing is, like, if you're going to challenge me, please don't stream snipe. I mean, that's the only thing. We're trying to be decent people here and play against it. But if you don't want to play, I understand as well. Yeah. So Cody, like me, is surprised that the Burning Hands deck was number 3 on the Advent Calendar list. I think the big thing is, like, the Burning Hands deck, it loses to itself sometimes. Like, if you go up against Control, you lose all the time against it. And it's hard to pilot. So if you're, like, newer to Magic, or you're not, like, not really good at being, like, fine-tuned on what you need to do, it can be really hard. Nice, we drew into lands. Well, let's get Sphinx's Tutelage into play. I'm okay with our opponent just kind of, like, sort of doing damage to us. But it can be really hard to, like... Whoa, there's emojis? That's awesome. Yeah. Advent deck 4 again. Yes, we are playing the mill deck. It was the Advent Calendar deck for today, so let's play it again. Hopefully against rogues we should be able to do pretty good. But yeah, Burning Hands. Oh, our opponent mana leaks it. Fair enough. Well, you can do that, opponent. For how many people out there actually in the chat have actually tried out the Burning Hands deck? Because it is hard to pilot. It is easy to make mistakes with it, and it is easy when you go up against a deck that is a good pairing against it. Like, so like the deck should win against Burning Hands. It's really easy to like feed your opponent the win. So example, if you're... Oh, stream freezing again. Or is it for everyone, or is it just for... it says the stream health is 50-50. I'm assuming it's freezing for some people, probably doing small freezes, which is unfortunate, but a thing that happens. And our opponent's just going to swing in. It looks like our opponent might be stuck on 2. I wonder if they're playing... They're probably playing a control rogue deck, what I would assume. But yeah, Burning Hand, as I was saying, if you're playing against like a control deck and you're just like feeding them extra cards to remove your stuff, it's just like, I need you to fill your hand up, not to stop everything I'm doing, so... It is difficult to use. It's fun, but it's difficult to use. You need to be like, okay, I need to do X, Y, and Z first, otherwise I die. And I think we're going to try, depending on what we draw into, we're probably going to Sphinx's Tutelage again. What deck is this? This is the this is the Turbo Fog Mill deck. Okay. I kind of want to do Sphinx's Tutelage again, but at the same time, I kind of want to play Temple Bell. I think we're going to go Sphinx's Tutelage, because I'd rather get a mill engine into play rather than get another draw engine. And it looks like our opponent is not able to counter it this time. That's nice. They may have a way of bouncing it, so that's something I have to keep in mind. Also, Ted and I have looked at like upgrading the Burning Hands deck, potentially pushing it either closer to a burn deck or closer to a prison deck. So we'll see which way actually works, because I mean, I think the deck could probably go either way. It could become a really good... Hey, look, I can't target this guy anymore. It could become a really good, like, prison-style deck where your opponent can't do anything, and then they're taking damage from, like, drawing cards and stuff. But it could also be pretty good if you, like, put in just regular burn as well into it. So it becomes, like, a burn that feeds your opponent cards and then blows them up. Huh. That's neat. So he's going to return this fairy to his hand. Other fairies you control. So it's a fairies deck, not a rogue deck. I was wrong, guys. It is a fairies deck. So we are playing Mill, by the way. For those people that are wondering, we're playing the Mill deck. Turbo Fog Mill. So starting next turn, we're probably going to start holding up these guys. Assuming we draw... If we draw another land, we're going to be awesome, and we're going to really start just, like, Eternal Hazing. We're going to fog the heck out of our opponent. They're not going to know where they are. It's going to be so... It's going to be like that movie, The Mist. Monsters in the Fog. So here we go. Time to start milling our opponent. Mill, mill, mill. All of the mill, all the time. You're listening to Mill Radio. All mill, all the time. So, yes. And always yield to this. I don't need to be stopping for the Sphinx's Tutelage Mill. And we didn't draw into another land, which is unfortunate. What we can do, though, is we can hold up for... We have 8 cards in hand. We're going to have to discard something. So what we can do... Let's... I think we're just going to go like this, actually. We're going to play the Howling Mine. And then we are going to Eternal Haze his next combat phase. Any decks that are... So Muriel's asking, any decks that are good in multiplayer? Any of the creature-based decks tend to be, like, fun. I mean, when I say good, I mean fun in multiplayer. Because you have a lot of creatures, there becomes a lot of, like, bargaining that's going on. So, like, humans would be good. Goblins, not so much. Hydras would be good in multiplayer if you're playing multiplayer formats. They're the ones that, like, create fun, interesting engagement. Not so much, yeah. So, Soul Sisters can be fun. And we are going to Eternal Haze. Yeah, that would be my advice. I bet our opponent counters this, by the way. Either Remand or Mana Leak. Would be my guess. Mana Leak, there we go. So we take, what, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. If we had another white mana, I would leave up multiple, but I don't. So that's kind of why I was like, I need to play another Howling Mine. I just need to get it out there. The opponent is playing Favorable Winds? I don't think so. He's actually playing Fairy Tribal. Fairy Tribal. Mostly because he has a creature that has other fairies other fairy creatures you control and get +1/+1/+1. And they also have Shroud. +1/+1, not +1/+1/+1. I'm not sure what the third would be. Okay. So we draw a bunch of cards. We make our opponent mill a bunch. And we didn't draw into another land. That's unfortunate. So I think we Ghost Quarter, and I think we're going to start double fogging. I think it's kind of what we're going to be doing. I think that is the plan. Ship it to our opponent. Or it could be, I mean, in theory, it also could have favorable wins in it. In theory. But I don't know if it actually does have favorable wins. And clean up. We need to pitch something away. I think we can probably pitch Sphinx's Tutelage. I think 1 for now should be enough. I mean, in theory, we could have played Thought Scour, but I would rather keep up the Ghost Quarter because we would be pitching away something anyways. It's kind of hard to say. You have a red-white soul, Stake Sisters deck? I'm having trouble with the mana base. The mana base for any kind of budget deck is always hard. Ideally, okay, so we're gonna go to, sorry, we're gonna talk, well, after we look at what our opponent's doing. So we are going to fog right away. So do Holy Day. I don't care if our opponent does or does not attack, because his creature's gonna be tapped. I don't care. I'm okay either way, because we are fog. Fog. I'll fog all the time. I guess theoretically I should let him attack in, because then this land will actually get tapped down. So looks like our opponent doesn't counter it. Ship it to our opponent's turn, or ship it through the end of our opponent's turn then. Oh, wait. Gobble. Stop. I want to play Thought Scour on our opponent's end turn. Actually, I can play Thought Scour in response to the Fairy Mischief person. Stake Sisters. Mono White Stake Sister. So hold on, what is Stake Sisters? What is in Stake Sisters? Sure, you can mana leak that. That's fine. And we're not paying. We don't have any way of paying for any of this. So the question is now, do we Ghost Quarter to blow up his fairy thing? I think we have to wait for it to stop being a fairy so we can target it, because right now we can't because of the Shroud. So that might be a thing. It involves Burn at the Stake and Soul Sisters. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't think I know what Burn at the Stake does. What does Burn at the Stake do, people? Let me know. So, milling our opponent a bunch. Milling our opponent a bunch more. And we're just not drawing into white. That's what we need is white. We don't draw into any of it. Not a single white card. Well, with that being said, I think what we end up doing is the exact same thing as we did last turn. We literally ship it to our opponent and just kind of repeat the process. Rinse and repeat. Discard a card. I guess we discard Temple Bell. Tap a creature, deals 3 damage. Okay. Okay. Neat, okay. I can see how that can be working a little bit. Especially if with Soul Sisters, where you're going to be hanging out with the creature. And you're not really doing anything. So that's neat. Super neat. Okay, so again, we're going to fog our opponent for days. We have all of the fog in this deck. Which has got to be really frustrating for our opponent, right? He's just like, I have to keep countering. Can't win. Want to win. Can't do it. I'll let him actually tap his stuff down this time. Does he do it? Does he actually attack in? I want to know if our opponent's going to scoop once they're like, okay, we're done. I'm not going to game 3. We're not going to game 2. That's what I want to know. And we're on a pretty good trajectory to actually mill our opponent out. Pretty good trajectory. Especially if we can play Thought Scour. If he lets one of our Turbo Fogs go through, then we can just like Thought Scour him, which is good. For Insanity, it'd also be really good, but I think we can probably get it done. So this is what, 2/4/6 should be guaranteed dead next turn if he doesn't manage to stop us. We are waiting now. Okay, so our opponent does decide he's going to attack him with everything. Not doing the creature this time. Okay. So starting out with Eternal Haze. Oh, so that becomes a fairy. Okay. But, oh, so he's still... Yeah, he did that in the wrong order. This should be done first because now we can't attack with it. Let's try for Eternal Haze, see if our opponent has a counter to our fogging effect. I got a deck idea, Genesis Chamber and Bloodseeker combo. Okay, well, looks like he let the Eternal Haze go through, which means no damage by our opponent. Oh, our opponent sent us a message. He said, welp, I had a counter for that. Oops. Sorry, dude. Let me respond to him over here. I'll say, sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. Apparently he had a counter, but he wasn't able to play it. He accidentally skipped through his turn, which is the worst feeling in the world. Yeah. Cleanup phase for opponent, he's going to discard 2 cards. And then we're going to make him mill the rest of his deck, I guess? Probably. Ooh, he's going to play Fairy. Well, in response to that, we can actually play Thought Scour. Milling our opponent for 3, drawing a card. Eternal Haze, that's fun. We draw a card, make our opponent mill. He is at 0. That's 0. He had no lands in his thing. That's super funny. Okay, well, begin sideboard. Let's go to it. So what do we put in against fairies? That's what I need to know. Well, we are playing against a control deck. Fairies is technically a control deck. Winter Orb doesn't really help us in this case. Gideon's Intervention doesn't really help us in this case. Forsake the Worldly doesn't really help us in this case. I think the other one, Oblivion Ring, might be handy. Keeping almost all of that. What do we take out is the next one. Dictator Krufix could theoretically can come out. Don't really need him as a draw. We can actually take out both of them. They're a little bit slow for us right now, so we don't really want to keep them both in there. Sphinx's Tutelage. Definitely want to keep you in there. Fraying Sanity definitely wants to stay in. And I think we actually can take out Oblivion Ring. We need to find something else to take out. What do you guys think? The Eraser? Eraser can come out. And probably Dawn Charm as well can come out. Yeah, I think that's the way we're going to run her back. You can always call Witchbane Orb Winter Orb. Oh, yes I do. I always do call Witchbane Orb Winter Orb. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's called dyslexia and it sucks. But you are correct. I always misname that card. There's a lot of cards. That's like I always call Ancient Stirrings Ancestral Stirrings. Or no, I call Ancient Stirrings Ancestral Stirrings. All the time. Why? I don't know. Okay. Give our opponent the GLs, as in good lucks. This is a really weird opening hand. Really weird. Is this keepable? What do you guys think? Triple Thought Scour does get stuff into our opponent's library and does allow us to draw. Jackson, welcome to the live stream. Thought Scour, I think, is a good option. I think. I would say it's probably a good option. What do you guys think? We've been going on for about 50 minutes. It's all good. Alright, we're keeping it. Stop sitting. Start playing. And we are playing Turbofog Mill, if you are wondering, Jackson. For anyone else that is maybe just recently joining us, we are playing Turbofog Mill. We are on game 2 of 3. Or 2 of 2, hopefully. But yeah, we won the first match, milled our opponent out. And let's see. Going to our turn. And what do we draw? We draw, ooh, an Eraser. I think we just Thought Scour our opponent. Draw. Thought Scour draw. Island is good. Ship it to our opponent's turn. Oh, we have a message from our opponent. What has our opponent said to us? He also says, good luck. Thank you, opponent. Digital, I do not have the thing set up where you can, like, deck list. But someone could link you to the deck list. I'm sure Cody, either Magic Man or Force of Skill, any of those three can go and find the deck. Probably on MTGO or on Tapped Out. They're pretty quick and easy to find. Yes. Sorry, I do need to get that set up where you can like do the like quick commands. I know on Twitch I had it set up, but I haven't done it on YouTube. Okay. I think we're gonna go... Do I get Eraser or do I get Howling Mine? I think we're gonna go with Erasure. Erasure! And those mostly because Howling Mine will feed our opponent faster, where Erasure is gonna allow us to mill our opponent as we stand. Then we'll start getting the drawing. Then we'll start getting our draw engine going. So, yeah. Yes, this is what we're gonna do, and then we're just gonna ship it to our opponent's turn as quick as possible. No, he's gonna leak it. He is gonna mana leak all over that card. One thing I'm surprised I didn't see in his deck is, maybe because he's not playing a super non-budget version of the deck, is, what's the name of the card? Snapcaster Mage. Snapcaster Mage seems really good in this deck, even though it's not technically a fairy, but it's just really good. Like your Triple Mill build. I ran something similar on paper. Nice. It is, it's a fun deck to play, but it's not the funnest to watch, which is, so I can wonder why, so I understand why the deck was so far down as like day 4, because it's not the most exciting deck to watch. So I'm trying to be entertaining for you guys as I talk through what we're doing here. And it is our turn. What? Our opponent hasn't done anything, which is surprising to me. Now, here's the question. Do we Fraying Sanity? I think we Fraying Sanity. Cursing our opponent. Hopefully he doesn't mana leak it. If he does, that happens. If he doesn't, we're in awesome land. Does our opponent have a response for Fraying Sanity? He is paying costs. Might be a remand. It is remand. There you go. Ship it to our opponent's turn. You love that. Evan is loving the Advent Calendar. The Advent Calendar is a super fun series. It's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie, guys. It's a lot of work to get done. But it is super fun to play. Or super fun to do. So, and I'm really surprised. Because, like, I put the voting out last... Was it last or the one before? Yeah, it was the last live stream. And I think we're actually just going to go Fraying Sanity again. See if our opponent has a response. And he doesn't have anything, so we can use up the white mana. So it is a lot of work, but it is super fun, because I put up the voting 2 live streams ago. And negate, counter target non-creature spell. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, well. We're just going to do this in response to negate. I probably could have waited a little bit. I probably could have played Howling Mine instead of getting greedy. Nice. Well done. Well done, opponent. That's, well played. Well played. Bad for me, but good for you. But yeah. So I'm actually really surprised on... there's going to be 0 hints, by the way, for anyone that's Jackson that's wondering what the hints might be for deck number 1. 0 hints, but I will say I was very surprised with where a lot of the decks landed. There was a few that I knew would be very close to the top. Like, you can probably guess that Devotion to Goats is definitely in the top decks. But there's a lot of decks that I was really surprised. Like Burning Hand was so low, and I was like, oh wow, I was not expecting it to be so low. Okay, going to our turn. Because I mean, also, if I give you hints, then it's not really an advent calendar anymore. It's like a open up all of the boxes instead of actually opening up one a day kind of thing, right? And I think we're gonna play the Howling Mine. We need to get some card draw at this point. And then we have double negate, so we can negate his counter spells if he decides he's gonna start counter spelling stuff. That's a creature. That's yeah, okay. And then he's gonna bounce this guy, and then he's gonna counter my thing. Dang it. That's aggressive. This is a nice little fun little combo. So now he's gonna replay the fairy that he just bounced to his hand and then counter the Howling Mine. Yeah. I see what you're doing there, opponent. I see what you're doing. Not being very nice is what you're doing. Well, that's a thing that happens. Opponent is like, here we go, finally. Okay. Surprise Pillow Palo was so low as well. The Pillow Palo deck on the channel it needs some work. Again, it was one of the ones where we first started working on decks, and so it's okay, but it's not amazing. So I think if I remake the Pillow Palo deck, it'll probably be way better and higher up on the channel. Have you ever done a black-green mid-range deck tech? I sure have. It's called Hydras. Tribal Hydras deck, which is an absolute boss to play. And I think we ship it to our opponent's turn now. And we're going to have to start fogging, and we're going to probably Thought Scour our opponent. Budget Merfolk made you love blue again. I'm glad. The Budget Merfolk deck is also really fun. I'm not going to lie. You still want to see a blue-white control deck. It is actually, to be honest, it is in the works. Right now, I haven't made a blue-white deck. Is the only color combination, two-color combination, that I haven't put up on the channel is blue-white, and blue-white control is probably what it's going to be. And we are going to Dawn Charm, prevent all combat damage. Prevent all combat damage. We're also going to Thought Scour as well, so we can get an extra card. Mostly because at this point, we are not doing very well. We're going to see, though. Okay, so no damage. Thought Scouring our opponent. We just need to draw cards is what needs to happen here. And Tranquil Cove, not really what we want to see, but not the end of the world. Okay. And we do have negates. Obviously, I feel like I probably should have held off on the Fraying Sanity or the other kind of the mill. I kind of got greedy. I think is what happened there. I got greedy. Tranquil Cove again. Alright, well, ship it to our opponent. Yeah, but I should have held off on stuff and then played once I could actually play negate is what I should have done. Just to make sure that I didn't have to worry about stuff getting countered, specifically Fraying Sanity or Jace's Erasure. And we don't have any counters, so we're just going to let our opponent play in. Ah, sigh. Opponent is slowly whittling us down with small creatures. At least Dawn Charm is a thing we want to see. So, go to our opponent. Our opponent looks like they're drawing all lands as well. They've been not missing their land drops, which is similar to us. We haven't really been missing our land drops either, so that's a thing. Our opponent thinking. What are they thinking? They're probably going to play... They're playing... Oh, Pestermite. Nice. So he's going to tap down our Tranquil Cove. Okay. If that's something you feel like you need to do, you can do that. And we are going to Dawn Charm our opponent once he swings in. Again, fogging. Fog, fog, fog. Tom V. Welcome. What's up, long-time listener, first-time caller? I saw actually recently that you just subscribed today, Tom V. At least this is what it tells me. Yeah, you subscribed 1 hour ago. But I'm assuming you've been coming to the channel, seeing stuff regularly. Mostly because there was a thing that popped up. It popped up somewhere like over on the side of the screen somewhere. Would you consider making a mono-green Stompy deck? I've thought about making a mono-green Stompy deck, but every time I make a green Stompy deck, I find that it's just not competitive enough for my taste. And there's better combinations, like better versions of Stompy that I'd rather be making. So this is the problem I generally have. So he's going to champion a fairy. Probably going to be, what? The guy that counters? Or something? It is the guy that counters. Okay, well that means that this guy leaves, which he should have a way. Oh, and he gets to tap down everything. That's pretty fun. That's very fun for our opponent. Not fun for us, especially because we drew a mill engine finally. So... cool for our opponent, not so cool for us. If this was not a target non-creature spell, it'd be a different story. Okay, going to our turn though, we should, in theory, be able to actually play something this turn. What do we have? Island, Sphinx's Tutelage. We can play a Sphinx's Tutelage. No punts yet. Technically, no. I don't know if I've made the correct play on every single time. But I don't think I've had any actual punts yet. I mean, you guys are the one that are the call of this. You guys got to be the judge if I've actually punted or not. So, does anyone feel like I have punted yet? Yeah, unfortunately, it does the thing where it freezes a little bit and then unfreezes and then freezes a little bit and unfreezes. It's I'm not really sure why it's doing it. It's probably because I need a new router. Even though I did, in theory, fix some of the router problems, and it looks like it's not fixed enough. By the way, we're going to game 3. I don't have any reason to deal. I don't have any way of dealing with our opponent. Okay. And it was doing so good. So good for so long. I don't know why it has decided it wants to. Can you guys still hear me fine? I know usually the audio is what tends to be fine. I think we go... I think we just leave it. We're going to run it back literally the exact same way it is. What do I have that is running? Nothing. I can't. There's nothing I can really like shut down either. So Sorry, guys. Hopefully it'll start getting better soon. Fingers crossed. At least the audio is still working. Well, that's good. I mean, I'll give you guys a play-by-play as though you're listening to the Magic the Gathering game via audio. So, I chose to play first. I have a 2-lander hand. Both of them are white. I'm also sitting on a bunch of fog and 2 negates, which means I don't have any draw and I don't have any, or any mill. Switch to a plug, less lag than Wi-Fi. I have, actually. I'm not actually on Wi-Fi anymore. I'm on, I always plug the hardline in. I think what it is my router's actually dying, and it sometimes works. Oh, it looks like it's like 1 frame. We're going to keep this. I think it's keepable. So, okay, so we have 2 lands. Both of them are plains. We have 3 fog cards and 2 negates. We need to draw into some blue mana and some draw/mill engine stuff, but we do have a way of slowing down our opponent, especially if they decide they want to like start countering our stuff. So it's not the best opening hand. Again, one of the downsides about any budget deck is the mana base, because you sometimes just don't get the consistent mana base. Again, when you draw a bunch of plains and have a whole bunch of blue cards in hand, not really the best option. But in a lot of the more expensive mana bases, you just don't ever run into that problem. You'll always have either blue or white mana and access to both, usually turn 1 or turn 2. So, it's a thing. And we are shipping it through to our opponent's turn. What is our opponent's turn? I'm not going to fog a 1/1. I will wait for fog time to happen on more than a single damage. And look at that, more planes. Look at that, more planes. Well, we're not doing anything. Anything at all. So, oh, it looks like the stream is a little bit better. Is the stream a little bit better, or is it still super frozen? You are moving again. Excellent. I'm back to being an animated figure. More creatures. He gets to draw a card. It's a nice thing with these fairies is in the off chance you manage to get both of them into play, you get to draw a card, which is nice. Do you plug directly into your modem, or do you plug directly into the router? I plug directly into the router because we also have other stuff in the house that uses the router. So, yeah. So I don't want to, like, unplug everything, have no internet for the entire house. I hope the slow fetches get printed in Modern. I hope so. Yeah. That would be nice. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay, good. Island. Finally. I think we're going to go to our opponent's turn, and then we're going to try and Thought Scour on his turn. Trick Stubbs, welcome to the live stream. And Magic Man finally, after an hour, finished the call with whoever he was on a call with. So, I think the other thing is maybe just our internet connection as well. Like our internet provider is just not very good. Is completely possible as well. And we are playing against fairies, by the way. Turbofog Mill versus fairies. So we're going to Eternal Haze it. I don't think we really need to. I was actually kind of hoping to bait something out of our opponent's hand. But we will try and Thought Scour. Opponent lets us have it. Okay, well that's fine. Very fun. And we're going to Howling Mine so we can actually start drawing stuff. And Mike says, hey, I can't chat from my phone. Oh, that's, I mean, yeah, if you're watching on your phone, I can see it not allowing you to chat. Does our player and opponent play a third one of these? Nice. So he gets to draw more cards. That's always fun. Okay. Let's see. What do we need to draw? We need to draw into some... More land would be a good one. Another land actually would be a really good option, because I don't really want to have something like our Howling Mine negated, or mana leaked. So land. Okay, so we're going to Howling Mine. And take 3 damage is going to be perfectly fine. So we're going to play Howling Mine. Oh, wait, I already had enough land. Oh, opponent sent us a message. I thought I would draw 2 of that. Okay. Oh, he thought, oh, okay. So our opponent thought he would actually draw, by playing this, he would draw 2 off this, but that's not actually true, because the card's condition is, when it enters the battlefield, if you control a creature named this, you draw a card, not draw a card for each creature named to this. So our opponent got gypped out of a card, theoretically, in their mind. And we'll ship it to our opponent's turn now. Our opponent doesn't scoop, or this is game 3. So our opponent is chatting. Usually if your opponent starts chatting with you, it's a good sign they're not going to just like scoop or just drop or whatever. So, yeah, so that's a thing to keep in mind. Opponent plays this fairy, the obnoxious one. So at this point, we need to actually start turbo fogging regularly. Turbo fog regularly. So we're probably going to start out with Holy Day. Oh, so apparently you can chat from your phone. If you watch it, look in the description. People are talking about how to do that. I did not know you could actually chat from your phone while watching YouTube videos, but that's a good option. That's a good feature to be able to do that. How many people are watching from their phone, by the way? Let's get a count. How many people are watching from the phone? Okay, here we go. Holy Day. And we'll probably negate his mana leak. There we go. Negating mana leak. So we'll see if he has another counter. I would not be surprised. He doesn't. Good. So we prevent that damage, which is, is good. We still need to draw into some, like... We need to draw into more fog, and we need to draw into some mill action, because currently we don't have any actual mill action right now, which is scary. So, yeah. Okay, Pestermite. He's going to tap one of our lands, probably our blue. Oh, no! Don't do that. Why you gotta be like that? He's going to tap down our Howling Mine so we don't actually get to, like, draw a card. which is funny, but frustrating. On the upside, though, we get to play Fraying Sanity. So let's play that. Sweet. Why does this have colors? Because my MTGO is really strange. And for some reason, this is forever ago, my MTGO randomly does this, where it either throws on these weird color bars, or it puts the wrong art or no art on some cards. Why? I don't know. I thought it was originally my computer that was doing it, but I've switched computers since it started happening, and it still does it. So that's a thing. Do I Turbo Fog now? I think the answer is I don't. But we're gonna be. It's risky. We're in a risky moment right now. So here's the Turbo Fog. Let's see if he has a counter. Does he have a counter? Does our opponent have a counter? We're about to find out. Coming in hot. Is there a counter? There is no counter. We are taking no damage. During 5 seconds delay is insanely good. Not really. Earlier the delay was 5 seconds. What is the delay now? Hopefully not too much. Here, we're gonna see what the delay is. Someone say something in the chat. I'll read it really quickly, and then you guys can check out how long the delay is. So, Fraying Sanity is now going to start things. Funny but frustrating, the life of control. Yes. I enjoy it. Negate is absolutely not what we want, but we get to draw a second card. Fog? Turbo Bell? Bell? Technically is not a terrible... Technically not a terrible option. We're going to draw cards right away off of it, though. Or do I draw cards now? No. I don't think I do. We are going to go to our opponent's turn, and then we need to draw. So 45 seconds. Ouch. That is a little bit of time. It's like half a sec. It's like, yeah, 45 seconds is a lot of delay. Sorry, guys. Sorry about the delay. And if our opponent decides to swing in, we need a Temple Bell, and then we need to hopefully, fingers crossed, draw into some fog effect. So yeah, because it's what, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Technically we don't die. Yet. Technically. Okay. We are on the edge of our seat. Creature swinging in. What's a good Eldrazi counter deck? I'm tired of losing to them. Are we talking about Eldrazi Tron, Eldrazi and Taxes, just general Eldrazi? What kind of Eldrazi? That is not going to do it for us. We don't technically die, though, unless he has another way of dealing with 1 extra damage. What Eldrazi are we talking about? Plague versus Control. It is expensive, but it does technically win against Eldrazi. This is true. Nice. So that'll help us next turn. That will help us technically as well. So can I play Sphinx's Tutelage and still be safe? 3, 1, 2, 3. Technically, no. We can't. Let's draw cards. We basically need to be able to fog. Okay, so we can. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. 45 seconds is normal for most streamers on Twitch. Okay. Oh, wow. Some people are closer to like... Ooh. That's fine. Unfortunate, but fine. So he's going to counter our Sphinx's Tutelage, which I would like to. I would like to have it in play, but I'm not going to counter. I mean, I can't counter this thing. And we're not really milling our opponent with Frank Sanity. We do have double fog, though, which is nice. And we should theoretically be able to get closer to fogging our opponent to death. Should be able to. Fingers crossed. Opponent is going to draw cards. Okay. We're on the wire here. This is one thing about playing Fog, is it's like... Or playing the like Turbo Fog mill deck. It's like, do we win? Do we lose? Do we win? Do we lose? Let's find out. Okay, so it's going to be Holy Day. For a white. I'm assuming our opponent has a counter. Depending on what kind of counter it is... Okay, so it is that guy. So, which means we have to play this guy. Unfortunately. Not yet. Our opponent asked if he gets the GGs. Oh, he does get it. That's a GG. That's officially a GG. Okay. Well done, opponent. Well done. Well done. You managed to outsmart the Turbo Fog Mill deck. Well, that means, yeah, we'll let our opponent swing in and get the damage, get the kill in, and then we will go to our next game. Okay, go to the play lobby. We have time for one more game, and then we need to wrap it up for the night. So, what are we playing? I haven't seen Arno yet. Oh crap, I am finally not working during a live stream. Welcome to the live stream. We have about another 15 to 30 minutes and then we're going to be wrapping it up there. So let's not waste any time into what deck we are going to play next. So let me refresh this. We'll go to live. We'll go to the full screen here. So you guys can see the full stream. Look at this, full screen. And I will make up a new list of things that we want to play. And it's going to be faster decks, by the way. Faster decks. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to play? Fast decks only. Oh, I'm being challenged by someone, which is totally fine. I will play you in a second here. We need to find out what deck we're actually playing. We're not going to play Paradox Elves, for the record. Fast decks only. What deck? Elemental Aggro. Storm. Is Storm fast? It is reasonably fast. You can still play me, Nicholas. If I'm assuming if you're the one that is currently challenging me. Something with mass aggro. So elves? Sure, why not? Elves is fast. Regular elves. Okay. There you guys go. Vote. Go and vote. And then we will see what this actually turns into. Nicholas, it's me, but I won't play you. I don't have a fast deck. No, I mean, Nicholas, you can play whatever you want. That's not the problem. It's the fact that I want to play a fast deck. Because if I play something that's control-y, it'll be a little bit slower. And I don't really want to play a slower deck. Mostly because I don't want me to burn a whole bunch of time thinking about what I need to be doing and explaining what I'm doing and why. So yeah. So far, Elemental Aggro is tied with Storm. Aristocrats, not today. Not today on Aristocrats. Elemental Aggro is winning by 1. I'm going to keep refreshing this vote until we actually get something we actually need. I voted for Elemental since you are the fastest. Since they are the fastest. They are the fastest. We'll see though. I mean, Elves is pretty fast. Storm can be fast. 4 votes for Elementals. Yeah, we'll see if we get a couple more votes. I mean, there's, what, 30 people in the live stream right now? 24. There's 24 people in the live stream. We can get more than a couple votes. Ooh, elves is also being voted for. Go elves! I mean, you guys vote for whatever you guys want. That's just the whole point of it. I may, if we don't get another vote soon, I may just go elves, because I've played a bunch of Storm lately, mostly because the deck recently came out, and I've played a bunch of Elemental Aggro because I did a Revisited not that long ago. Nicholas, okay, cool. I'll hop out of the stream once the deck is chosen. Good, that sounds good. Ooh, Elemental Aggro. I think we're gonna go with Elemental Aggro, guys. Sorry for my elves fans. We are going to play Elemental Aggro. That is the choice. Elemental Aggro. Okay, Nicholas, you can re-challenge me. It is Elemental Aggro. That's what we're going to play. So as soon as Nicholas challenges me, we will play against Nicholas. Sadness is placed on the stack. Well, I counter your sadness with Mana Leak. So if you have 3 mana, you can keep your sadness by paying 3 additional mana for Mana Leak. Sorry, Mike. Can't have people just placing sadness on the stack all willy-nilly here. Need to be consequences for this. You guys can't see the stream anymore? Stream shows that it's still live on my side. Ooh, someone from PK's stream. Nice, Mike. Okay. We are playing the Elemental Aggro. Nice, it's right on top here. Except, I have to move this thing over again. Good. Okay, here we go, guys. We're playing Elemental Aggro versus Nicholas, which is a person that was watching from the live stream. And what do we think of this opening hand? We don't have white, but I don't think we really need white. I think we have everything we actually need to keep in this opening hand. Snap keep. Whoop. I have 3 sadnesses still in play. Mason, how did you get 3 sadnesses into play? I feel like someone would have board wiped 3 sadnesses by now. It would have just been like, quick board wipe, no one lets multiple sadnesses kick around. And Mike is saying, roll rough 6. Ah, it's all good, Mike. It's all good. And we are going to throw down, I think we just go for the quick 3 damage. Hey, we have Parasite in the Parasite Sage has joined us. Sweet, welcome Parasite Sage. All the way from Australia. And I think Parasite Sage is from Australia. I'm pretty sure you are, aren't you? I could be wrong. Could be thinking with someone entirely different, actually. Maybe Parasite Sage is from the US of A? Maybe? Okay, and we get Nova Chaser. That's pretty fun. So I think we're going to go like this. Play Flamekin Harbinger. Unfortunately, with Flamekin Harbingers, we can't play double Flamekin Harbinger. And always yes. Always. Yeah, always yes. So, okay. I tap 3 sadnesses to summon a Nerd Rage. Like table flipping Nerd Rage? Is it like full on table flip, I salty quit? Or is it just like the normal kind of Nerd Rage? And we're going to get a Smoke Braider. Where are you? Smoke Braider is right there in front of me. Right in the center. And then we ship it to our opponent's turn, and we're going to play Smoke Braider next turn. Force of Skill, it's Canada. Okay. Oh, speaking of Canada, because somehow, what is it? MTG Mudsta, which is a Commander content creator, is actually in the same city as I am right now, visiting people. So I'm gonna go and try and do like a live action, real life meetup with him, which should be pretty fun. He makes some fun content. He, again, all Commander related stuff for the most part. So we're gonna try and meet up with him. He's gonna counter this. Oh, don't Mana Leak this guy. I need that. I need that. So yeah. The great country of Canada. Yes. How many Canadians we got in the house here, by the way? How many Canadians do we have currently in the live stream? Out of curiosity, that is. Swing for 1. Go to our opponent's turn. Does Nerd Rage have any notable mechanics such as Evolve or Dredge? I don't think it has either of those. It probably has, like, what is it? Renowned? What is the one? Like, probably Renowned. So if it does damage, it feels pride. It's like, man, I wounded that person. I get stuff, you know, kind of like people that are haters. That, like, as soon as they fail, like, they've damaged someone, they feel all, like, good about themselves, even though they're kind of a bad person inside. I think that's what Nerd Rage really is all about. Yes. I'm in, oh, if you're asking for the people wondering, I live in Montreal. Montreal. Giant city, mostly French. I need more land. I can't even play any of these guys. I'm stuck on 2 land. Unfortunate. The Smoke Raider is what I really need to get into play, to be honest. Parasite's Age is from Canada. Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry. Chris is, I live next to Canada. So, like, in the United States. I mean, either that or the ocean is technically an option. I'm American, just like Canada. Yeah, I mean, okay, let's be honest. Canada is very, very similar to America. We're like, we sound the same, we look the same. Technically, I drink more maple syrup. No one's really judging based on that. We share a lot of the same beer companies. I mean, like, Molson... Incandescent Soulstoke. Don't want that either. You know what I probably could have done last time? I probably could have actually just played Flamekin Harbinger and tried to get a Smoke Raider again. Probably should have done that. Zachary, welcome to the live stream. And we're gonna go grab another Smoke Raider. I should have done that last time, is what I should have done, to be quite honest. So, another Smoke Raider. And ship it to our bonus turn. Try moving to BC, you'll have a good time. I lived in BC for a very long time. A very long time. 30 years to be exact. So, yeah. America has free speech. I think a lot of places have free speech. So, yeah. And for people who are wondering, again, I am from Montreal. Not that I've lived here forever. I moved here only a few years ago back. A couple years ago back, I should say. You agree that most countries... Hold on. You agree to disagree that most countries have... Yeah, okay. Well, fair enough. Okay. Our opponent is getting a really scary board. I'm surprised he isn't swinging in. Like, why wouldn't he be swinging in with this guy every turn? I feel like he should be swinging in with this guy. Because I have no way of stopping it. Okay, let's see if he's going to counter my Smoke Raider. Whereabouts in BC? Vancouver, to be specific. Vancouver. And there's another mana leak. Fun times. No, we don't have any plan that. So he was forgetting to attack him with this guy. He even said it. Zachary lives in Vancouver. That's fun. Or Zachary, do you live in Montreal? Zachary, which one is it? We need to know, Zachary. This is very important to my personal psyche. This is scary. Well, we're not attacking in. Hold on. No, I'll take 4. Thanks. That's not fun either. Well, darn. Let's try to get another Smoke Raider. I'm assuming he has stuff to counter things. Well, this is not going to be a very fast game. I'm not going to lie, guys. This is a neat deck, though. I mean, he has a bunch of other stuff. As long as you control 6 or more lands, it gets +2/+2. So, getting some value by basically rushing out a bunch of lands. Enters the battlefield, reveal the top card of your library. If it is a land, put it into the battlefield. Otherwise, put that card into your hand. Also fun. Also very fun. Zachary is also from Montreal. So, Zachary, where are you going to go and play the Unset released on next weekend? So, not this one coming up, but the one after. Where exactly are you going to be going? Tell us where you are. I don't know why I'm yelling. Again, Montreal. For those that are wondering. I don't think I have a way of dealing with all of this. I think This is what happens when you get stuck on land. I think we can just go like this. I live in Maine, US, where I am basically Canadian. Yeah, Maine is very close to Canada. Very Canadian-like in a lot of ways. Mike lives in Texas. You only play with extra large commander cards. That's funny on so many levels, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not sure why I played Hellspark Elemental, to be honest. Seeing how... Why did I play Hellspark Elemental? That officially is a punt. That is the puntiest of punts right there. because it literally just dies to whatever he blocks with. Alright. Done. Upgraded the punt counter. Punt counter has been upgraded. And we're dead next turn, I think. So he bounces stuff to our hand, and we are so done. So we're going to go to game 2. Go to sideboard. So we're playing as a creature-based deck, which means we can just put in some more removal-based things. So Anger of the Gods can come in. I don't think that needs to come in. He's not gaining life. Tyrant. I think Tyrant is a good idea. Is Tyrant discard a good idea? Yeah, I think it is a good idea. Take out Thunderblast. We can leave in Nova Chaser. We can take out Ball Lightning. I think we can take out both Ball Lightnings, actually. And then we run the deck back like that. There we go. Sunny Winnipeg. Nice. Winnipeg is always awesome. I've only ever landed in Winnipeg. I've never actually, like, spent any time in Winnipeg. By the way, Steve, are you a fan of the Winnipeg Jets? Yeah, are they your hockey team of choice, or are you a fan of another hockey team because the Winnipeg Jets are relatively new to Winnipeg, or returning to Winnipeg, I should say. And we can keep this opening hand. It's keepable, marginally keepable. Not a best opening hand, but marginally keepable. Most because we should be able to draw into something. Hi, I'm gonna turn in and see all you guys in the next stream, or the comments. Have a good one, Mason. Have fun. Thank you for watching for like an hour and a half now. Until next time. Okay. And do we have a way of winning against this deck? I think we do. Team of Battle Rage is absolutely not what we wanted. That was actually the worst card we could have drawn. Worst card we could have drawn. Mostly because we have double Nova Chaser, so we need any other elemental. And or we need a white source for this guy. So we are a little ways away. That's bad. That is very bad. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You are a Leafs fan, actually. That's good. My fiance and I are both Leafs fans. Mostly because of by association, because I have to be a Leafs fan because she is a giant Leafs fan. Oh, Spark Elemental. Hold on, does that work? It does not work. Well, we're going to play Spark Elemental anyways. Unfortunately, we don't have enough mana to play Nova Chaser and Spark Elemental, but we will swing in with Spark Elemental. And I think we're just going to Team or Battle Rage it as well, because why not? Oh, we don't have a creature with power, toughness. That doesn't really matter, actually. So why not? We might as well use up some of the stuff in our hand. Just go for it. Go for Team or Battle Rage. Team or Battle Rage, activate. See, does he have a response? Is there a response coming? Let's find out. The answer is no, there is no response. So he's going to take 6 damage. So-so. It's okay. I'm probably going to go to Valet de Cour. Well, if you go to Face Games, I will be there playing, because that's usually where I go. Why? I don't know. Just because I heard face-to-face games is pretty good. Or face-à-face. So if you are there, I will be there as well. Neat. If we had that land last turn, this would be very good. What is the most expensive deck on the channel? The most expensive one on the channel is probably Mardu Reanimator. And it's not super expensive, but it's reasonably expensive. I'm just going to draw all the lands and nothing that I can do to play them. That's fun. Super fun, guys. This is the fastest deck I've ever played. See how fast this deck is? Lightning fast. Jeez. Tron is expensive, but the version of Tron I have on the channel is not that expensive. It's like 90 to 100 bucks. But you can upgrade it to make it way better. So, yes, you can upgrade Tron to be way more expensive, but the version on the channel. Do I have enough to play this guy? I don't. I'm 1 short. That's fun. Good thing I drew all of the high stuff. So yeah, so if you are there, I will be there. I will probably go, I'm not sure if I'm going on the Friday, on the 8th, or the 9th. I'll probably go on the 9th. So if you are there, Zachary, feel free to stop by and play Unstable. Say hi to me, and all that fun stuff. Tron is, yes. Elementals. So here goes a 3-3. 3-3 land. This is like the slowest this deck has ever performed for me. It's really exciting. The worst thing about Tyrant of Discord as well is... Oh, I have a Lightning Bolt. That's fun. I might as well hold up Lightning Bolt. I'm wondering what's going on with him. Is he just trying to give me like the benefit of the doubt? I feel like our opponent should be just like swinging in and smashing our face right now. I'm not really sure why he's not. He's just kind of like hanging out. Oh, well, there's a creature. So that's the thing. I'm probably going to put the Lightning Bolt on his face, though. So what did he reveal? He revealed a Serum Visions. Neat. Because there's no point in me... Do I want to kill this? Do I need to kill this? I don't think I need to kill it. Yes. If we get one more land, we can play Tyrant of Discord. And then when we play it, it'll like stick around. And then we can Nova Chase it. Nova Chase it. Okay. Lightning Bolt our opponent's face. Oblivion Stone is now like the same as Perilous Vault. Perilous Vault, sorry. Is it? That's amazing if it is. That's really amazing if it is. Hey, Thunderblast. There we go. We can officially play Thunderblast. Bam, 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 bam. The best thing about Thunderblast is it has Persist, so we're going to swing in with it. And... Oh, it doesn't have Trample. Oh, it has Trample as long as it has -1/-1 counter on it. Oh, don't counter it. Come on. Don't be that way. Why gotta be like that way? Yeah. Sad face, Adrian. Well, here we go. We'll keep playing. We'll keep just hanging out. So yeah. Yeah. Magic Man, how did you forget about Tyrant? Tyrant is I think you have this deck, don't you, Magic Man? Hey, there's that guy. More creatures. Big creature. He's a 4/5. Another one of these guys here. All I want for life is a foil goblin token from the unstable set. That would be pretty rad. Mostly because it would have silver border. I mean, would the goblin token be a silver border? I'm not sure. Hey, look, there's land. So let's see. Does our opponent counter Tyrant of Discord? I'm willing to bet yes. Willing to bet yes. And do we have a counter? Do we have a counter? I see a counter. Counter for mana leak, mana leak, mana leak. Sure. Mana leaked. Yo, Adrian. Yo, Rob. How are you? I don't have any mana to pay with that, so I can't play it. How are you today, Rob? My deck can't even do its trick. Neither can mine. That's what our opponent's saying. Yeah, neither can mine. So he has a soft lock in the deck, but he's having a hard time getting it off, so... yes. What are we doing now? We are waiting for our opponent to slowly kill us. Hold on, so Magic Man is asking what? I took him out of the deck, though, yeah. I can understand why you'd want to take him out, Tyrant of Discord, because he does random stuff. Against token decks and stuff, it can be pretty fun. But, I mean, you don't really get choice. It's kind of a little bit RNG-y, if you will. So, Hellspark. Let's see if he has a counter. He doesn't. That's exciting. That's very exciting. Well, we're going to swing in. No, we're not going to swing in. We're going to go to second main phase, and we're going to play Nova Chaser. That's what we're going to do. And champion the Hellspark Elemental. And he's going to opt. Oh, okay, good. Opt is not a counter, but he could look into and find a counter. So hopefully he doesn't do that, and hopefully we get a Nova Chaser into play. Second opt. Not a counter either, but makes me feel like it's going to be countered. Is it going to be countered? It is 2 mana? Mana leak? Nope, it's the one where you bounce creature and counter stuff. Even better. Okay, well, ship it to our opponent's turn. Hellspark Elemental goes to the graveyard. Nice thing about Hellspark Elemental is it has Unearth, so we can actually play it and then try our second Nova Chaser, which is fun. So there's the Eternal Witness. I think there's a... What is it? So he's going to get a soft lock on this with this thing. So that's fun. for him, less fun for us. If I'd have known that, I would have actually thrown in. So basically what he's aiming to do is he's going to use Eternal Witness and the Familiar Ruse. So basically, this needs to return a creature from your graveyard to your hand to counter a spell. So this goes back to, so he has to return Eternal Witness, and Eternal Witness is whenever it enters the battlefield, you put a card from your graveyard into your hand. So he can just basically counter, is what he's aiming to do. Which for me is not very fun. For him is fun, because if you're a control player, not letting your opponent play is how you enjoy playing the game. And Fling, neat. Well, let's see. I think he already has one of those. So does he? Oh, he does actually let it go through. I think we go Nova Chaser, and I'm sure he's gonna counter it because he put the Ruse into his hand. So he's just gonna counter it. We need Cat Jesus. Yes, Death and Taxes would be fun, but we didn't vote for Death and Taxes. I didn't even put it in the voting, actually. So there's the Ruse, counters, before it ever gets played. And I'm pretty sure our opponent has us completely locked down at this point. Control decks is control deck is the bane of this deck's existence, because usually we're aiming to play a big creature, do a bunch of damage, play a big creature, do a bunch of damage. And if they can be stopping us from getting that momentum going, or they can be getting enough counters in turn. So this is definitely GG for our opponent. GG. Yeah. GG. We have nothing else. we have no response. I have no way around this anymore. It happens. All good. It's all good. We got to see. Our opponent has a pretty interesting deck. This is a pretty neat setup. I mean, and it seems relatively budget as well. I mean, Eternal Witness is not budget, but everything else in here seems pretty darn budget, which is good. I think that's our opponent winning right there, actually. Which is good. It's good for him. Congratulations for winning. Okay, there we go, guys. And I think this is actually where the stream ends. We will say GG to our opponent. Let him get back to the stream if he wants to. And then we are going to wrap up the stream for the night, because I usually only can stream for about an hour and a half before I need to start getting everything wrapped up for the night and go to bed. Mostly because I get up at 6 a.m. And for me, it's already almost 9. It's 8:30, 8:40. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys for all joining the live stream, and thanks for playing a bunch of decks with me. For the people that did join in and actually play decks tonight, until next time, again, 2 weeks from now, there will be another live stream. And will there be a live stream? Yes, because it won't be anywhere near Christmas yet, but it'll be soon. Be close to it. There'll be a live stream in 2 weeks from now, and as you can always guess as well, there'll be more Advent Calendar videos coming every single day all the way up to Christmas. So, yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying the Advent Calendar series so far. Hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream where we voted on some decks, played some decks, and until next time. Oh,